You're listening to the Confidence Coach Podcast, episode 78, How to Dress the Part and Create More Confidence. All right, guys, let's talk about dressing for success. What do I mean by this? I don't mean that you have to dress to the nines and full face of makeup, heels and blazers and all that jazz, but I do mean rising to the occasion and dressing for the occasion. All right. So no matter how this looks in your life, it will help you create more confidence in your ability to achieve whatever goal it is that you are after, whatever work it is that you are doing. I will be the first to admit that I love wearing workout clothes way longer than I should, at probably more times than I should. But I don't necessarily get a lot of work done in my workout clothes. Like, I really bust ass in my workout. I'm really good at like cleaning my house. I'm really good at like running errands and stuff in my workout clothes, but I'm not that productive doing my actual day-to-day tasks while I'm in my workout clothes. I'm just not motivated. So I have noticed that when I actually get up, get dressed, do the things that I need to do in order to put myself together, put a little effort into my appearance, and not every day, you guys, but most days. Well, I'm trying to do most days. It's a goal of mine this year, let's be honest. Wearing real pants is a goal of mine. I wore corporate outfits for so long that I had to go through like I'm going to wear nothing but workout clothes phase for a while because I was just like, woohoo, no corporate to celebrate. But I found that while that was motivating in the beginning, I started to slack because I wasn't dressed for the occasion. I wasn't actually like dressing and showing up in my business as an employee or as a boss or as a CEO or whatever the hell you want to call yourself. I was just merely doing the bare minimum to get by and or nothing. And it got to the point where it was like, if I was working for myself, I would fire my ass because I am showing up to work late. I'm not doing the things that I told myself that I was going to do. I look like a bag of dicks and I have a shitty attitude. So how do you change all of that around? You start scheduling your work. I don't care if you're at home or if you have the luxury of like, working from your home or your car or your laptop or whatever, or even if like you do have an actual like 9 to 5 or you have like a business or a brick and mortar that you have to be at, don't be late. Don't be late. I have run on what others like to call Sasha time for a very, very long time. And it was because I had this chip on my shoulder. And I was like, screw those people. I'll show up when I want to frickin' show up. And it wasn't a positive mindset. It was very negative. It was, who do these people think they are? They can't tell me what to do. And it was very disrespectful, not only to myself, but to everybody else. I would make people wait. I would make sure that they knew who I was and that I was not about to be controlled by their time. But I found that over the years, it just built up this anger and hate inside of me. And let me tell you, anger is so hard to let go of. It has been my comfort zone for many, many years. It is still my go-to emotion. Some people's is sad. Some people's is anxious. Some people is, hell, I don't know. Mine is anger. Anytime something happens, I get pissed off. Like, I get angry. And I don't mean just like, I don't know, kick a like I'm raging. Like, I see red. Like, I am angry. And I would take that anger out on unnecessary people. And I would try to manipulate situations by being on my own time. So by waking up at a decent time, giving myself the opportunity to do my morning routine, exercise, shower, get dressed for the day, and not just hang out in my pajamas all day, and actually show up to work at the time I am supposed to be there, if not early, has been huge for me. I've been showing up not only for myself, but my family and my clients and my community in a whole new way. This is a whole new Sasha that a lot of people haven't seen. And that in itself can be a trigger for some, especially family in my situation. I have managed to piss off just about everybody I know by trying to rise above the situation and not fall into negative patterns. I think people almost found it humorous in how angry I would get and how quickly I would get angry, that it became a game. Like, oh, how can we piss off Sasha? Because as soon as I would lose my shit, they win. You know, they take away that power. That control that I have over myself and my ability to control my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings, and what I put out into the world, I lose all of that as soon as anger hits. So I have found that when I set myself up for success by taking these steps, I show up in a whole new way. And there's more ways to show up than just at work. That's just one example. I dress for the occasion when I work out. I no longer wear like pajama pants when I work out because I noticed that when I wore my pajamas to work out, I didn't push myself as hard. Like when I would go to CrossFit, I would make sure that I wore my good shoes. I would wear those bomb ass leggings that would make my ass look nice in a squat. I'd wear those tank tops that showed off my shoulders, and I felt good. And I pushed myself hard. But I noticed that I did not push myself that hard when I wore clothes that were ill-fitting or made me feel like a bag of dicks. I'm serious, you guys. Dressing for the occasion, dressing for success is a real thing. So if you are in, I don't know, some sort of like competition, or you're going on a date, or whatever the situation is, you create a sense of confidence about yourself when you rise and dress to the occasion. Like when you look good, you feel good. So this can be in every area of your life. I like to dress for the occasion for work now. And not every day, you guys. I'd have to say like 80% of the time I dress for work. Quote, whatever. And then like when I'm at the barn and stuff like that, like I have to, like you have to wear like boots and jeans and things. Otherwise your shit's going to get messed up. So you have to dress for certain occasions, dress for success, just like the working out. Wear your best workout clothes that are just going to make you feel like a motherfucking pro. That you're just like balls to the wall, like I am in straight up beast mode at this workout. Wear those clothes. You will see that you will push yourself 10 times harder than you would than if you were just wearing some floppy pajama pants and some like bralette. Like don't wear a bralette if you're going to be doing some hardcore workouts. Your boobs are going to be flopping all over the place. You're not going to be comfortable. You're going to be like, blah, why do I even try? Wear a good freaking bra and let's do this. Same thing with like when you're going out to dates. If you're going out on a date with a spouse, a friend, a husband, half the fun is getting dressed up and looking good. I mean, and women, it's funny because I used to dress up to impress other women, not necessarily dudes, because I'm just like, whatever, like, and I don't mean this in like a homosexual sense. I think it's funny because we always like fish for compliments from other women. And I used to do this all the time and be like, well, I want to look good because so-and-so is going to be there and she's going to dress nice. You like text your friends and you're like, what are you wearing? I would do that. I'm like, what are you guys wearing? What are we going to do? How do we need to dress for tonight? Like, how good do we really need to look? Are we doing like heels and skirts? Are our asses hanging out? Or are we like jeans and t-shirt in it? So I always like to know ahead of time, like how other people are going to dress, because then I'm like, hell yeah, like let's do this. But then when I dress up for like me and my spouse, I want to impress him. Like I want to put like I want to put a lot of effort into how I look because like the whole night is just like a tease, right? Like, and maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm just a little messed up in the head, but I'm like, yep, you gotta wait all night before you touch this, and I'm gonna look the hottest that I've ever looked in a really long time, and you have to wait your turn until we get home or whatever, and it just makes it fun. And then I feel like a cougar, I'm like walking around, prancing around. Other people are starting to look at you because you just feel so confident that you radiate that energy about you, And so dress for success, dress for the occasion, wear things that are going to make you feel good. And you will notice that you start to feel good more often. And this is, the same thing can go for products and makeup and doing your hair and stuff like that. So I'll be honest, I'm not much of a hair person. The extent of my ability to do hair is like a blow dry and a straighten, and my blow dryer and straightener are probably 15 years old. They're probably the same ones that I had in college. Whatever. I don't care. I should probably upgrade, you guys. But that's something that's not super important to me. Like, I prefer my hair natural. It makes me feel most confident versus having it all done up. So you have to figure out what works for you and how you feel best. I know certain women who feel more confident when they don't have makeup on because they love the way that their face feels so fresh without all the makeup. So at their most confident self, they are makeup free. And then I know people on the other end of the spectrum where a full face of makeup, I'm talking like all the makeup, the lashes, the brows, the lipstick, the everything. That makes them feel like their most confident self. And so you have to do some inner work and figure out what works for you. And not every day's the same. Give yourself grace. What works today may not work next week. There's some days where I feel fantastic. No makeup, just in a sports bra and some shorts or a swimsuit. You guys, if I lived somewhere where it was 90 degrees all the time, you would never see me in anything but a swimsuit. I feel so damn good when I am in a bikini. I don't care what my body looks like. I don't. I used to be like, oh, all these dimples in my rumply butt and love handles and oh, my boobs are spilling. Like, I just don't care about that shit anymore. I feel really good in a swimsuit. I do. Like, less is more for me. I'm like, get rid of all these clothes. Like, I am not one to like bundle up in all these sweatshirts and shit. I'm like, give me a sports bra and some shorts, or like a sports bra and workout clothes, or like, yeah, a swimsuit. And I would be totally fine. Like, that is me at my most confident self with like a beach wavy hair, like a bomb ass tan, and just a little bit of mascara. And of course, a chapstick. I can't live without chapstick. Let's be honest. Like, that's one thing I just can't live without. But that would be me at my most confident self on probably a pretty close to day-to-day basis. But I always assess the situation, like, where am I going to be? How do I need to show up? What kind of intentions do I have for this event, this work day, or this workout, or this date, or whatever it is? What is my intent? Like, what is my outcome? How do I want to feel? And how can I put that feeling into a physical form to reflect within myself? So this is, and another thing is that like clothes and makeup and all of these things can be a creative art. You can be very self-expressive. Self-expressive? Is that the word I'm trying to look for? Being pregnant, words don't come to me as easy. So bear with me here. Yeah, self-expression. You guys, I'm losing it. Anyways, it can be a creative outlet. Some people like to make their own clothes. Some people like to knit hats. Some people like to make t-shirts. Some people like to, wear certain fun things like the skirts or like the summer outfits, or, there's tons of different makeup things that you can do too. Like, makeup in itself is an art. When I was younger, I went through like this phase where I was like really into multiple eyeshadows, and people would compliment me on my eyeshadow all the time. I'd have like off the wall, crazy eyeshadow combinations, and it just made my eyes like boom, like pop. Like, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I don't know if you are or not, but like if you scroll back, I've only had Instagram for like a year, so they won't be on there. But like if you scroll back to, like 2006, 2007, like the greens and purple eyeshadows were like my thing. Like I would have all the different shades of green and like glitters and all this crap. And I was like really into makeup and especially eyeshadow, but it was a way for me to be kind of self-expressive. And then same thing with like your hair. Like wear your hair the way that feels most confident to you. Like what feels good? I went through a phase, like I feel my best when I'm like a platinum blonde. Like I've always been, a blondie my whole life, except for probably the last 5 years, my hair started to darken up where I've had to get more and more blonde in it. And that's sad. It makes me sad, but thank God for coloring. And, I can get my hair back to the white blonde that it used to be once upon a time when I was a child. But I really enjoy that color on myself. I don't know. But then I went through a phase where I wanted red hair. So you know what I did? I made my hair red because it made me feel good. And then I went through a purple phase. So I made my hair purple and I wore it like that for like a year. And then I had teal and then I had blue and then I had peach. I had all the colors, not all together, but I had different colors because I was just like, you know what? I'm being expressive. Like this is a creative outlet for me. I, believe it or not, don't have any tattoos. I don't have any piercings. I have my ears pierced, but I wanted to express myself in a different way, and a hair color was a, permanent / not really permanent way of showing that. And so that's exactly what I did. And I'm telling you, I felt freaking awesome with my purple hair. I was like, yes, guys, look at this purple hair. Look at it. It's amazing. And I got so many freaking compliments on it. And I'm telling you, that's like the coolest feeling in the world when you're walking around and people are like, wow, look at her hair. Wow, look at her hair. Wow, look at her hair. I'm like, oh gosh, just speaking about this makes me want to color my hair purple again so that people can compliment me on my purple hair. Oh, I need an ego boost. Somebody boost my ego for me. Oh, this is too funny. Anyways, before I get too much off topic, figure out what works for you. How do you show up as your most confident self in the world on a day-to-day basis, in this event, in this workspace? What does that look like? And how can you start to incorporate that more into your day-to-day? How I feel most confident on a day-to-day in the workplace, for me, is like jeans and t-shirt. I know that sounds very simple, but I live in the country. I also work at a barn. I'm a very like down and dirty, work with my hands type of person. So on a day-to-day, jeans and t-shirt or jeans and tank top suit me best because it's multifunctional and I feel good when I wear them. Versus if I'm just in like workout clothes all day, I just kind of feel like totally different. And I'm not like the type of person that can wear heels and a skirt all day because I feel like I can't move. Now, some people, that gives them a confidence boost where they're like, ooh, I have to do all the things. Now, I will dress for events, like my event coming up, the Courage Conference, April 20th. If you have not bought your ticket yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Go buy it right freaking now at sashadavis.com/events. I even have a promo code for you. Type in SAVE25 for 25% off, and you will see me that day dressed however I feel like success looks like for me that day. Okay. But a lot of times, like if I've done speaking events or when I was at corporate, things like that, like you dress for that occasion and you dress in a way that makes you feel good. And then you get more stuff done. You use that confidence to create momentum and energy to make more shit happen in your life. I hope this makes sense to you. So I want to challenge you. How can you start to be more creative, more confident in what you are wearing and expressing on and within yourself? How can you? Put on your how can I hat, figure out what feels good to you, and then do more of that. All right, guys. I really hope to see you at the conference. You guys, this is going to be amazing. Courage Conference again, April 20th in Sioux City, Iowa. We have some incredible speakers lined up. I cannot wait for them to share all the goods with you guys. This is going to be so much fun. There's going to be some incredible guests there. I can't wait to meet some of you in person. I know you've been following for a long time, and it will just be so great to finally put a face with the names that I see on Instagram and the emails that I get. I am super, super excited to meet you guys. If you are anywhere within the Midwest, tri-state area, I encourage you to just make a day out of it. Come hang out with us for a few hours, fill your cup, fuel your soul, and use that momentum in your personal and professional life to just get shit done. Make things really happen in your life. So hope to see you guys there. Go out there, be a badass. Catch you on the flip side.